unstoppable. I'm a Persia with no brains. I'm invincible. They outwin every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today.
يقول: ما هي نصيحتك في تربية البنات في هذا الزمن؟ نصيحتي في تربية البنات: أولا القرب منهن وحبهن والإحسان إليهن، وعدم إيجاد فجوة بينك وبين البنات، والاهتمام بتعليمهن القرآن أعظم من أي شيء آخر. تربيتهن على الستر من الصغر، تربيتهن على الستر من الصغر، لا تعودها على كشف الوجه وكشف الرأس وكشف الساق من الصغر. ابنك تلبسه دشداشة طويلة، بنتك تلبسها قصيرة، ليش؟ هذا غلط، سوء تربية.
I'm unstoppable. I'm a Persia with no brains. I'm invincible. They outwin every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today.
Salam Habibi, how are you all? I hope you are well. I am Gadot here with you. Title and thumbnail, you have seen that you know that what we do. Today we are roasting the Saudi Islamic scholars Instagram reel that we have roast the previous part. But point is that we have to roast the previous part, but some points are missing in here. Now we are talking about our points, and let's find out the point. So my girlfriend Michaela scenario contains some doubts about the Islamic points, so we have to discuss about it. Michaela, you can proceed. Shukran Gadot. Now let's find about we have seen the problem is that our Saudi Islamic scholar request us to teach our daughter Quranic verse and teach our daughter the verse of Hadith, and he requests us to teach our daughter about Islamic prayer, teach our daughter about our religious points and our religious culture, our Islamic rules. Well, I have to say that when we have asked the problems that we have a doubt. Our real at first let me finish the point about Saudi Islamic scholar. Saudi Islamic scholar sent us, Saudi Islamic scholar want to request us to teach our daughter to wear hijab, niqab, abaya and burqa. Well, I have seen some problems about abaya and burqa because it has might contain some problem about us. But I would like to you about verify that why the Saudi Islamic scholar want to teach us to teach our daughter to wear burqa and abaya. Well, I have noticed that the Saudi Islamic scholar asked us when our son wear jubba, while our daughter wears jeans, t-shirt, and our bracelets, etc. Where the Islamic scholar worried about us that when our son wear jubba, especially our Saudi son wear jubba, why our Saudi daughter cannot wear burqa? While accordance with our Saudi Islamic scholar, he is clear that uh, Saudi in Saudi culture, particularly a Saudi Islamic culture, when a boy, I mean when our son can wear jubba to be Islamic Maulana, our women, that means our daughter, should wear burqa and abaya in lieu of jeans and shirt. Well, I have the confusion about this. Well, first of all, the point is that why we would teach our daughter any Islamic rituals or Islamic laws and Islamic clothing tradition when we know that our daughter can be dictated with us about this, and we have worried about this. Well, I have noticed that how our Islamic so in our Islamic society, if father leave a particular wealth for the demonstration, the wealth with net worth of 5 billion US dollar or 9 billion US dollar, our son can get 6 billion US dollar and our daughter can get 3 billion US dollar, and all is out of the father's net worth of 9 billion US dollar. And that is the point, so we have to worry about it. And now, but on the other hand, where we go to the another states, there is some points. Even we have got our wealth of 9 trillion US dollar, while our son can get, we have only 2 sons. Well, all of 9 billion US dollar of, well, our net worth is 9 billion US dollar and 2 sons. In another society, we have noticed that the elder society got 9 billion US dollar and our younger society get nothing from his father. Well, as a management from the younger son, he is a responsibility of the elder brother. I mean the father's elder son. So therefore, wealth is not separated. I mean, wealth is not to be separated at the moment. And as an effect, we have noticed that our son contained 9 billion US dollar out of father's net worth of 9 billion US dollar. so that he can take care of his wife, his husband, his son, his daughter, uh, and his brother, his brother's son, his brother's husband, his brother's wife, his brother's daughters, and etc. And there is a beautiful system that while elder son can get all of the father of society, I mean elder son get all of father's wealth as inheritance. He got another inheritance. What is that? The second inheritance is responsibility of his younger brother, and that is okay. Well, younger brother, and as an effect, all of the property, I mean, all of the wealth goes to younger son, but there is the unity between younger son and, well, I have apologized. I apologize. I knew that in our culture, all society, I mean, all wealth of the father goes to elder son as inheritance, and we have noticed that there is the unity between elder son and younger son. I mean, elder brother and younger brother. They are sons of their father. Well, elder son is not only of the owner of his father's wealth, but also he is the power of attorney of his own younger brother. That means the younger son of his own father, and that is the points, good points for us. On the other hand, if there is two child, one is son and one is daughter, but father left the wealth with net worth of 9 billion US dollar. Well, child is son and daughter, one son and one daughter. It doesn't matter if son is younger or elder. He is the owner of his father's property. And now, well, that is the second reason. The reason is that father can be a wish for our own points. A son can take care of his father's property, and as a personal point, son is born with a skill to take care of his father's property. Well, skill can be mature or skill can be unmature. If skill is unmature, then when son grows to be young, his skill is to be mature. Therefore, his father can be released that his son can take care of his child, I mean his wealth. But on the other hand, there was some points of daughter. Daughter has some problems. Well, what is the problem with daughter? Well, nowadays we can notice that every girl can be a student with a score of 100 out of 100 in school life, college life, and university life. But the problem is that daughter bribes to their teacher with the female condom or something like that, female private protection or something like that, and then they goes to some favored teachers, and then the girls got 100 out of 100. Well, you have noticed that when I have used the electric car, I can be grateful with our businessman Elon Musk, because while I am using the Tata SUV car or Jaguar SUV car or Rolls-Royce SUV car, and the car is electric. Well, the Elon Musk is the first person to introduce the electric car concept in our world. And as an effect, here is the catch that we can travel with electric car, that is with velocity of 288,000 kilometer per second, or 216 kilometer, I apologize, or 216,000 kilometer per second. And that is our great achievement, because as we are using petrol car in 2016 or 2020, well, we can be drive our car with the highest velocity of 400 kilometer per hour. But now, as a Rolls-Royce electric car or some Jaguar SUV electric car or Hammer electric car, well, I can mention Lexus electric car. Well, we can travel with a velocity of 260,000 kilometer per second. Well, on the other hand, there is the points. We are using, we are talking each other through Zoom meeting. Well, the developer of Zoom meeting is a boy. I could not remember about him. Well, when I have to resource, I apologize. When I have to research something about our own topic, I can go to ChatGPT. And nowadays, ChatGPT has a developing chief executive officer. He is a homosexual man. That means the founding chief executive officer is a man to marry with a man. He is not to marry with and women. And that is the point. And now we can say that another point, when we can notice that the developing the founding chief executive officer of Microsoft Office, that we can use the Windows and Microsoft Bing, Microsoft Edge, and LinkedIn. His name is Bill Gates, and he's a man, not woman. Now we can use Google that so that we can use to see our video in YouTube, and I hope our siblings as audience can see our videos, Islamic video in YouTube. And that is the catch. YouTube CEO, YouTube founding chief executive officer is a man, and and a successful chief executive officer is a transgender. Well, now we can see it. The current chief executive officer of Google is Sundar Pichai. He's a man. He is passed out from IT, that means Indian Institute of Information Technology. Here we can know about it. And now the founding chief executive officer is the current chairman of organization, and that is Larry Page. He's a man. Well, I can see about Facebook that we can talk each other with our Instagram. Well, there is also a catch. And what is catch? Let's find out. Well, the current chief executive officer as Mark Zuckerberg is a man. Well, now here is a point that Bill Gates, both of Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg is the dropout of Harvard University. And what is Harvard University status? The Harvard University status is the university contains the student acceptance of 0.2%. That means if 1,000 students applied in a university of Harvard, well, only 2 students can be admitted in the University of Harvard. And here is the points. We can see it. And now, we have noticed that Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg is dropout of University of Harvard. And what about the still Bill Gates developed the Windows, Microsoft Bing, Microsoft Edge, and LinkedIn, and etc. And the software that we can install any application that cannot be installed in mobile Android by Play Store, but it is safe. we can install it at YouTube. We can install it at Windows as a app extension. Here is the good points. And now, well, I have forgot about Hotmail. We can mail each other with Hotmail and Outlook, and that is a good points. We have seen. Okay, and we are known about Facebook. We are used to about Facebook. Nowadays, Facebook is somehow being the Islamic propaganda machine in Bangladesh. But Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp is developed by Mark Zuckerberg. Is a man and dropout of University of Harvard, not even the University of Jagannath or University of some private dropout of some private university of Bangladesh. He's still developing, founding chief executive officer of Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, and Meta industry. Well, now we have told about the dropout of this point, the two boy, that is two businessmen, Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg. But what about Warren Buffett? What about Jeff Bezos? What about Elon Musk? Well, Elon Musk is the topper of his own university. Jeff Bezos is topper of his own university, and Warren Buffett is the topper of his own university. And now we have seen that there is a catch. They are the topper of their own university. And now there's well, we can see our daughter's score as a student of school in United States of America or in Israel or in England, Germany and France and Spain, Portugal. Our daughter's score is not more than 20 out of 100, or surprisingly, if our daughter can score 40 out of 100, 40, well, suddenly, if our daughter can score 40 in her school live exam, we have noticed that the total score is 200. Here is the points. Well, while our daughter cannot score 20 out of 100 in the school life without cheating, then how can we trust our daughter to manage our wealth? It is an impossible. But here is the point. Now here we can got some point about us. Well, now as a second point, I have a doubt that my doubt is that when we can teach our daughter to wear burqa or wear abaya. Here are some points, but it is difficult to believe that still our daughter can be decent in her life. I have seen the several girls, our several daughters, they wear abaya and burqa. But at the end, we can notice that they are the culprit of Twin Tower. They are the culprit of 26/11 Mumbai attacks, and they are culprit of terror attack on London in 2016. Well, they are a culprit of several terrorist attacks in our points. Several terrorist attacks in Germany, France, Spain, Portugal, and Italy. We are excused that if our daughter wear abaya burqa, uh, she can be backdated, or she would look like a backdated. It is our excuse, but our real reason that we don't teach our daughter to wear burqa abaya, that is there is the security reason in our countries where we live. Even if we are living in Saudi Arabia, if we are living in Jeddah or Riyadh, we have to meet the several foreign diplomats. And now, to assassinate our foreign diplomats, there would be our daughter to wear burqa or abaya, and they had some killing objects or bomb objects to by assassinate our foreign diplomats, and they hide the fire weapons in their burqa or abaya. But what about our man? We Saudi boys are comfortable about it because it doesn't matter we are Saudi boy or the boy of England or the American boy or Israeli boy. There is the ensurement, or there is the 100% probability that we wear lungi or the Arabic jubba, we are not security threat to our foreign diplomats. But we cannot have a guarantee about daughter like this. Okay, now here we have a points. Well, I would like to tell you about your points. Well, Gadot, let's start yourself. Well, dear girlfriend Michaela, you are right, but here is some additional point I have to share with you about it. And I want to share with you about it. The point is that I have checked the Quranic surah, the Surah An-Nisa, Ayat 11. Well, I have said. And what is that? The point is that Surah 11, Surah An-Nisa, Ayat 11, we are shocking about the points that we can see. And they are Well, in this ayat, in this Quranic ayat, our Creator, Allah Rabbul Alameen, clearly said that if I, Father, left our wealth as inheritance to our child, and if our child number is 2, where we have one son and one daughter, then I have to provide our son as 2/3, and I have to provide our daughter 1/3. Well, if that is it is that I have no problem, but it is an Islamic points, and when if I were Philistine, and if I were Iran, and if I were Pakistani, I would have no problem. But I am Israeli, and I am a Hollywood actress of the United States of America. I am a colleague of Englander actor Henry Cavill. So therefore, I know what is the reality. Well, you have said that when in your culture, when father lived 5 billion US dollar, or let's follow your demonstration. Father lived wealth with a net worth of 9 billion United States dollar. Here's the good point. But according with Quranic ayat, that is Surah An-Nisa ayat 11, let's find out what is the sentence of Allah Rabbul Alameen. Well, let's find out. Accordance with Allah Rabbul Alameen, it is the shocking points as we can see. Well, accordance with Allah Rabbul Alameen, well, here is the father Henry Cavill, net worth 3 billion United States dollar. He has 2 children. One is son Robert Downey Jr. and one is daughter Matholina Cesario. Now let's find out what Allah said. Accordance with Surah An-Nisa, ayat number 11, Allah clearly mentioned that when father Henry Cavill left the wealth with net worth of 3 billion United States dollar, son Robert Downey Jr. would get 2 billion United States dollar, and daughter Matholena Cesario would get an inheritance of 1 billion United States dollar. That is the crystal point, and that is the impossible to believe the point that Allah Rabbul Alameen can say about it. Okay, so here is the catch. I am the Israeli misogynist Gadot, and I am a Jewish woman, and now I can justice with our son and daughter of Father Henry Cavill. So my judgment is that son Robert Downey Jr. can get 2 billion 999,999,999 United States dollar. Oh, and daughter Matholina Cesario can get 1 billion United States dollar. Okay, I have noticed that you follow our Jewish inheritance law as better point. Let's check it. And I have mistakes that I have shown our feminist recognition again. It is our mistakes, and perhaps I would not be surprised that if we said that is our crime or not. Okay, let's find out the points. Well. Inheritance law of pro-Israel. Oh. Recently, you have mentioned the points, brother Mufassil Islam. I mean, the mental brother, the Mufassil Islam, alias Mufassil the mental. Well, here pro-Israel is Jewish inheritance law, and pro-Palestine is Muslim inheritance law. And here we can check it now. Well, here I am the father Gadot, net worth 50 billion United States dollar. As a demonstration, here my son is Mufassil the mental and my daughter is Elena auntie. Name is Selenia Elena, your auntie is. But for a demonstration, now she is my daughter for 10 minutes and he is my son for 10 minutes. Now, as I am a father Gadot with the wealth of net worth of 50 billion United States dollar, I can provide my son Mufassil the mentor as inheritance of 49 billion 999 million 999,999.99 United States dollar. On the other hand, my daughter Elena auntie would get inheritance of only of 1 United States cent. Well, in here, I am proud of you that you would. In that case, I am proud of you that you would support me to follow our gender equality in our inheritance law. Now, accordance with Surah An-Nisa, ayat number 11, what Allah said? Well, when my net worth is 50 billion United States dollar, Allah said that I provide my son. Well, Allah requests me to provide my son inheritance of 34 billion United States dollar and to my daughter inheritance of 16 billion United States dollar. And that is a large point. And that is the large problem. Here, according to we human create the inheritance law, I mean Jewish inheritance law created by human. Here is my freedom that when I distribute my net worth of 50 billion United States dollar, I can ensure that my son, Mufassil the Mental, can get inheritance of 49,999,999,999.99 United States dollar. On the other hand, I want to ensure that my daughter Elena can get inheritance of 1 United States cent. But accordance with Quranic ayat, Surah An-Nisa, ayat 11, what Allah Rabbul Alamin did, He is the creator of our humankind, but problem is that our creator Allah Rabbul Alamin request me that I would provide my daughter inheritance of 1,600,000,000,000 times than what I can provide my daughter as inheritance. And that is the largest problem. That is the inheritance feminism. I don't like it. Okay. Now we get the point. Well, here's the point. Now I would take personal points. Here's the personal points. My daughter, well, my daughter eat my daughter eat 360 kilogram rice per month, and actually my daughter eat 360 kilogram breads per month. That means my daughter can eat 360 degree divided by 30 is 12. My daughter can eat 12 kilogram bread per day. Well, for 1 kilogram bread, I have to pay 10 United States dollar. But the problem that 1 United States dollar, what is the meaning of 1 United States dollar? Let's find out. Well, 1 United States dollar means 6 Israeli shekel in my country. Therefore, I have to pay 60 Israeli shekel to provide 1 kilogram rice. And now here is a calculation that I have to provide 720 Israeli shekel to bed 1 day roti, I mean 1 day bread only for my daughter, while my son can eat 200 gram breads, and for that, well, 1 kilogram is 60 Israeli shekel. Therefore, 100 gram is 6 Israeli shekel. That means I can spend 12 Israeli shekel to buy 1 day bread for my son. On the other hand, I have to buy 720 Israeli shekel to buy 1 day bread for my daughter. to feeding food to my child, daughter is now as a problem for me. I mean, the significant problem for me that I have to spend more Israeli shekel as I did not want. And that is our problem. Okay. Well, now as a day, I am trying, I am containing a huge effort to teach my daughter proper education, but what my Saudi Islamic scholar request, the Saudi Islamic scholar request us to teach our daughter Quranic education. Accordance with Quranic educations, well, here is the problem that I have to spend 1 billion United States dollar. And now, that is not the real problem. The real problem is, what is 1 billion United States dollar? Okay, I have previously said, now check it once. Okay, and here we got to know that according with Quranic education, I have to provide inheritance to my daughter 1 billion United States dollar out of my property 3 billion United States dollar. That means I have to provide inheritance of 100 million kilogram bread. But what if my property is 50 billion United States dollar? Let's find out. Here is the 50 billion United States dollar is my property. Now here we go. 16 billion. Then I have to provide 16 billion United States dollar to my daughter. And what is that? Let's find out. I have to provide 1 billion 600 million kilogram breads as inheritance to my daughter. And that is the huge problematic for my points. My sides, because here we go, we can see that it is the clear feminism that we can we have destroyed our son accordance with our Quranic education, and that is the last point as I can believe. Okay. Now here is the second point. Well, recording is okay or not? Okay, recording is okay. Now the second point is, as you have mentioned, our daughter, when our daughter is a student of their school life, their score is always 20 out of 100. And suddenly, if they get maximum 40 score 40, then we got to know that the exam score is 200. that is our daughter deserve. And well, our daughter is lazy to do goods, but they are active in evil deeds. Uh, when my daughter, when here, Henry Cavill's father, Henry Cavill's daughter, Matholina Cesario, can get 1 billion United States dollar, while father's net worth is 3 billion United States dollar. There is a problem that his daughter can have a contact with the assassinator to assassinate the King of England or the Prime Minister of Israel or the President of United States of America and the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Damodar Das Modi, and the Prime Minister of China, Xi Jinping. I hope this is the hard try to believe, but that is truth. Okay. Here's the voting system. Well, inheritance. Where's the inheritance law? Okay. Now we can get clear. Okay. Oh my Adonai. Why did I do? I have to clear the points. Is it clear? And so let's have the find out. Okay, here's voting system. Geopolitical analysis. Well, you have managed me to have a skill, and now as I said, if father has 3 billion United States dollar of net worth and daughter, there is one son and one daughter. Daughter got inheritance of 1 billion United States dollar. She can assassinate the King of England or the Prime Minister of Israel or the governmental businessman of United States of America or the President of United States of America. But what if my net worth is 50 billion United States dollar and my daughter is with inheritance of 16 billion United States dollar? Here is the large problem. And what is the last problem? I can explain. Okay. Well, my daughter can contact with Palestinian terrorists. Well, as a roasting project against Mufassil the Mental, we can say again that our Palestinian terrorist tank can travel 4,779 kilometers from Palestine to London, England. Well, one day a Palestinian terrorist tank can travel only maximum 12 hours. Therefore, Palestinian tanks travel time is 4 days, 11 hours, 24 minutes, 25 seconds. What is the kinetic petrol kinetic power of Palestinian tank? that is 61 watt. 61 watt of petrol of the Palestinian tank can be the threat of England's sovereignty. But our Saudi Islamic scholar requests us that we can teach our daughter Quranic education, hence that our daughter can get 16 billion United States dollar out of my net worth of 50 billion United States dollar, and now my daughter contact with Palestinian terrorists to attack England sovereignty with the power of 61 watt of petrol of Palestinian terrorist tank. And that is the huge problem we can have a face from. And as a Jewish woman, I cannot eat it. Okay. Now, if we have a problem, we can share with it. Okay. Now, you have asked if women can be terrorists. Well, here is my addition, and what is that? My addition is that I have noticed that my daughter, I have noticed that my daughter can eat the Islamic education. Well, my Saudi Islamic scholar requests us to teach our daughter that she can wear burqa abaya in lieu of jeans pant and topless shirt. Now, what is the problem? In 99% cases, tight jeans pant and topless shirt girl as a decent woman, because if any woman want to rape a man, but she wear tight jeans pant, then she have to remove her pant for 30 minutes, and in that time the victim, who is man, can exit from the place. But what if the rapist women wear burqa and abaya? Well, the rapist women can wear burqa and abaya, then she would not to remove her burqa or abaya to rape any man. She can rape any man with wearing the burqa and abaya. I have faced every case. I have encountered every case, judicial case, particularly rape case, that woman is always rapist and man is always rape victim. And what is the pattern? The pattern is that the rapist women always wear burqa abaya. And in Iran, if you not wearing burqa or abaya, you have to contain the sentence of death penalty. But yeah, with wearing burqa or abaya, you can be rapist, you can be sexual harasser, who knows? And now, here we got a points. Now take care of it. And for it, okay. And now I can have the points to hear something else. Where is the points? Okay. I think there is something missing like that. I cannot trust anyone. Windows 10 PSA. Okay, study business. Okay, it is your personal points. Oh, the personal is not so fine. Now let's check about your document. Oh, that's the your brother's point document. Now, what is your document about it? I have to order about it. Okay. Well, we have got it. Now, in the points here, we got to know that your national ID card is Republic Government of Bangladesh. Your name is Michaela Cesar de Santa. Your father name is Matthew Cesar de Santa. Your mother name is Alberta Cesar de Santa. And your birthday is May 5, 19.945. Here we go. And here is your points. And now, if you wear a burqa and hijab, niqab, there is some problem. And what would be that? The problem is there would be no hair in your national ID card, but you have hair, long hair. Well, you have long eyes, while burqa women national ID card does not contain any eyes. And as a points of body appearance, a burqa women national ID card of Republic Government of Bangladesh, it cannot be sure that if she or he is man or woman. It would be confused, and that is workism. Okay, and therefore they can the burqa women can hide some illegal drugs like cocaine, heroin, fentanyl, yaba to the foreign diplomats, and therefore our country image would be destroyed in diplomacy, and that would be the negative point for us. And here we got to know that. But the Saudi Islamic scholar request us to teach our daughter to wear burqa in lieu of jeans and short pant. And that is not fair because of the security reason I can explain. Now here is the third point. We can explain that. And what is the points? This is against the Islamic education. Our Saudi Islamic scholar requests us to teach our daughter Islamic education. That means how can we read Surah Fatiha, Surah Ikhlas, Surah Falak, Surah Nas, and we can have, how can we have Islamic prayer like Fajr Raja, Fajr Namaz. Oh, I have mentioned the Farsi words. I apologize, like Fajr Salat, Maghrib Salat, Isha Salat, etc. And what is about that? Well, it is the negative point we can believe. As an effect, our daughter cannot be educated to learn about the physics education and chemistry education or environmental education. They have our daughter would have miseducation, and that is our Islamic scholar, particularly Saudi Islamic scholar, demands.
I'm unstoppable. I'm a Persia with no brakes. I'm invincible. They outwin every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident that I'm unstoppable today.
Salam Habibi, how are you? I hope you are fine. It's me, Gadot, here with you for this segment. Recently, I am talking with my girlfriend, Michaela Santa, and now here is what would happen of our life. Well, as we can see, I can understand what is going on our Islamic society. Well, actually, we have seen the points in the Instagram reels that both of us have roast previously, but the topic was biological civilization. Now, the problem is that biological civilization is good for health, but our Islamic scholar does not want us to aware about our biological civilization. Well, that is the previous. Well, that is the previous points, and now I would take about the points. And now today's point is the complete civilization, not a biological civilization. Well, here biological civilization is the what would be the law, particularly what would be the environment law and what would be the rape law and what would be the inheritance law. This would be the matter. So let's find out. Now here I am visited into the search engine of Michaela Santa. Here is her ID, Afghan Jilipi Michaela Santa. And now here we are going to points. Islam, the politically incorrect truth. And what is the URL? The URL is the religion of peace. Well, some anti-Islamic proclaim that Islam is the misogynist religion. But now, I believe that it is totally wrong and it is totally a misconcept. Because, because the point is that here we have points. We got some women rights, and as a women rights, Islam, we got an option males, we got option women orthless, we got options wife beating, we got options divorce, and we got options managers, and we got options like polygamy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. According with 6 points related to women, the anti-Islamic claim that this is the Islamic points. But I don't agree with the points because that doesn't make any sense. Well, here we go. I have the points. Here we go. Let's say about the points women worthless in the eyes of anti-Islamic atheists. Well, I cannot believe that if they are atheists or self-claimed atheists that support the Islamic radical West. Well, now here we go. Well, we are recording with Michaela's own points. We are recording our segment with Michaela software. Well, Michaela software means my girlfriend Michaela's video recording software. That is the meeting application. Well, now here we go. We have the points. Accordance with the Quran, it is clearly written. Surah number 4, verse number 11. Topic is inheritance. And now, the male shall have the equal of the portion of 2 females. See also the verse in Surah number 4, verse number 176. In Islam, sexism is mathematically established. Well, but now let us focus the points of inheritance. Let's check the font. Okay. Here is the Quranic verse, the novel Quran, Surah An-Nisa. Well, let's find out the points. Allah command you as regard your children to the male, the portion equal to that of 2 females. If they are one daughter, if they are only daughters, 2 or more, they share in 2/3 of the inheritance. If only one, her share is hard for parents. A 6th share of inheritance to each if the deceased left children. If no children, the parents are only heirs. the mother has a third. If the deceased left the brother or sister, the mother has a sixth. Okay. The distribution in all cases after the payment of legacies he may have bequeathed or debt. You know not which of them, whether your parents or your children are nearest to your benefits. His fixed share are ordained by Allah, and Allah is ever all known, always. Okay. Well, that is the complete ayat, Quranic ayat. Accordance with inheritance, here we got there is a children. Male, if there is one son and two daughters, well, they have one third, and son have two third. Yeah. In that case, let's discuss it the point demo of my girlfriend Michaela Cesario's net worth $3 trillion US. And now here's the points. The points is that if Michaela Cesario de Santos has one son and two daughters, what is the points? One son get 1.5 billion United States dollars. On the other hand, one daughter, each of two daughters gets 715 million. Oh, I apologize. The net worth is $3 trillion US. Well, son can have an inheritance as 1.5 trillion US. On the other hand, daughter should each of two daughters should get 750 billion United States dollar. That is the big point. And now here I believe that here I Gadot believe that my girlfriend Michaela Cesario de Santos would have a probability to betray with her son because she has two daughters and one son. Two daughters got 1.5 trillion US, and one son get an inheritance of 1.5 trillion US, while my girlfriend Michaela Cesario de Santa contains 3 trillion US. That is the big point. And here we got the points that our daughters we get the point that Michaela when Michaela has one son and two daughters, my girlfriend Michaela's daughter gets more inheritance as than they deserve. I believe that each of my girlfriend's two daughters get 1 billion times than they deserve. And that is a proper feminism, and that should be deleted from our world, and that should not exist. Well, what is at number 126? And the Allah belong on that heaven and all that in the earth, and Allah is ever compassing all things. Well, I believe that one accordance with inheritance law, the both of two ayats of the Surah Al-Nisa contracting each other, and it is the blasphemy of Allah. Oh, I am a Jewish girl. Well, I Gadot believe that it is the disrespect of the good Muslim community. The Muslim community to be honest and loyal for their countries and their humanities. And that is the large problem. Well, now here we can see that what is the critical point we have to think. Okay, now I am going to the points of our society that should not be exist. Well, now let's see for our demonstration of the inheritance law, and that is not acceptable in our country. Okay, now here we have points, and that is the big points for us, and there we can have the points here. Well, what is my roles? I, the Israeli misogynist Gadot, play as a judge, where in every case we have a two character in every different case. Every case is different from each other, and we here we can have the three cases I have to mention, and therefore I can mention about the problems. So let's start. Okay. Well, here you can see the new setup, and the setup is that 900,000 AD Israeli futuristic courtroom, judiciary courtroom. Now here, well, as I said, that now we are talking about the civilization that we have to talk. Well, now let me talk. Here we can have I got a case of Father Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill is not my father in the role. Henry Cavill has two children, one son and one daughter. Well, the name of the son is Robert Downey Jr. and the name of the daughter is Michaela Cesario. Well, we got here in the case, we got here three extra characters, distinct role player. Well, here Robert Downey Jr. is playing here as a male defense person, or a male person in the court, he is a prosecutor lawyer, or he is a defense lawyer. And the same times, here we got another person that is Robert Downey Jr. Is playing a role of a son of Father Henry Cavill. Now, what is Father Henry Cavill's role? Henry Cavill play a role of a Muslim father who contains 3 billion United States dollar of net worth. He has 2 children, 1 son and 1 daughter. Son name is Robert Downey Jr. and daughter name is Michaela de Santa. Well, now what is role Michaela Cesario is playing? Michaela Cesario's role is feminist lawyer of our courtroom of Israel at the calendar of 900,000 AD. Well, all of you know that Michaela Cesario de Santa is my father-in-law because she is my girlfriend Michaela's father. So let's respect to her. Well, here's the points. Now let's get the story, and we should believe that. Now, what is the story? Let's get started. The story is before the death, Father Henry Cavill lived 2 children, 1 son and 1 daughter, and the net worth of 3 billion United States dollar. Well, Robert Downey Jr. claimed that he wants inheritance of a father. He has what is inheritance Robert Downey Jr. want? Robert Downey Jr. wants an inheritance of 2,999,999,000 United States dollar. And what inheritance Robert Downey Jr. can leave for his sister? He can leave inheritance for his sister. The inheritance would be only 1 United States dollar. Well, I think would be the fair point. I think that would be the fair inheritance system Robert Downey Jr. wants. But the Israeli misogynist Judge Gadot can justice for Robert Downey Jr. better. Well, but before that, let me see what Michaela Cesario de Santa wants. Well, Michaela Cesario de Santa demands an inheritance of 1 billion United States dollar. On the other hand, brother's inheritance would be 2 billion United States dollars. Oh, I mistake the points. Now let me correct this. Well, I have corrected Matholina Caesario demands brother inheritance of from father. That would be 2 billion United States dollar. Her own deserving inheritance should be only 1 billion United States dollars. Well, but now, what is the points that Islam desire? Now, now tell me what would be I desire that I desire much better. Well, I have seen a point, and that is from our Islamic scholar, Saudi Islamic scholar. I mean the unknown Saudi Islamic scholar, and that we couldn't know that who is the F he. Well, now I can say the slang word after 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes later. Okay. Now, in the Instagram reels, the unknown Islamic scholar. Well, in the Instagram reels, the unknown Saudi Islamic scholar requests us to teach our daughter Surah Fatiha, Surah Ikhlas, Surah Falak, Surah Nas, Surah Baqarah, Surah Fil, Surah Kausar, and Surah An-Nisa. Well, now you have noticed that our father, well, our unknown Islamic scholar requests us that we would teach our daughter the Quranic education. Now, here is the result of the Quranic education. And what is the result of Quranic education? Let's get the points. Well, from now, I would, from now, that is the point, I would send you to the heaven, I mean, to the Holy Quran. Now, let's see what the point. Well, accordance with the Quran, well, accordance with the Quran, Surah An-Nisa, Ayat 11, it is the clear-cut point that when father leaves his property or father leaves his wealth to his child, and the child is one daughter and one son, then son inheritance is equal of two daughters inheritance. As a demonstration, according with Islam, there is a point that, well, you can have the black hands of Michaela Santa. This is the credit that she recording the video. That means I am grateful that my girlfriend Michaela recording the screenshot that we explain our Islamic education, particularly the Quranic education, to our daughter. Well, what is the Quranic education to our daughter? The Quranic education to our daughter is too difficult as we perceive. Now let's have a points. The Quranic education to our daughters, the demonstration is that for a demonstration, I am the father. I have one son and one daughter. I have the wealth with net worth of 2 billion US dollar or 200 billion US dollar. Well, let's check it that I have a 120 billion United States dollar. And now, when I go to heaven, what is the points? Well, the points is the very difficult points, as I can see. The point is very difficult. Now we can have the outlook points. Here, my son can get 80 billion United States dollars. On the other hand, my daughter can get 40 billion United States dollar. As I live the wealth with net worth of 120 billion United States dollars, 40 billion United States dollars is more for my daughter, because my daughter deserves 1 United States cent, not even 1 United States dollar. Because we women are too unethical. We women can cheat our boyfriend. We women can cheat our father. We women can cheat our boss, that is man. We women can cheat our junior rank officer, that is man. We can cheat our son as a female mother. We can cheat our son as a sister. We can cheat our father as a female student. We can cheat our teacher, that is man. And well, as a dancing competition show, we can cheat our judge, that would be a man. Well, and the last few years, I mean, at the last decades, there are several women would be the Nobel laureate, but they have no contribution in the sector that they won the Nobel Prize. Well, for 2023, I came to know that Nargis Mohammadi won the Nobel Prize for Chief. I apologize. Nargis Mohammadi won the Nobel Prize for Peace category. And what is her contribution? Her contribution is women empowerment in Iran, particularly women empowerment in employment in Iran, and that is very difficult, and that is cheating on our Iranian secularism or the Iranian sovereignty. If the employment is the military employment, but the employment is the economical employment. Still, if any person working for women empowerment in the economical employment in the city, the person who working for women employment is cheating with the city in the stage of economy. And here, Nargis Mohammadi is cheating with the economy of Iran by establishing women empowerment in the Iranian economical employment. And that is the big disasters. Well, now here we get the points. Women can be disloyal. Women can be disloyal with their own business. Women can be disloyal with their father business. Women are disloyal with their family. Well, but our Saudi Islamic teacher request us to teach our daughter the Quranic education, where accordance with Quran, Surah An-Nisa, ayat number 11, that is clearly mentioned that since I have 120, since I Gadot have 120 billion United States dollar, if I have one son and one daughter, my son can have 80 billion United States dollars, but my daughter can have 40 billion United States dollar. That is not an equal inheritance, because in a national interview of United States of America, particularly in Bollywood interview, I have said that I believe in gender equality. And still, my girlfriend Michaela knows that I believe still in gender equality. I believe gender equal rights. In that case, I believe in gender equality at the case of inheritance law. Well, here women got more than gender equality. Well, accordance with my gender equality, what is written? Let's check it out. Accordance with my gender equality, it is clearly written that if I Gadot leave my wealth with net worth of 120 billion United States dollar, my son would have 119 billion 999 million 999,999.99 United States dollars, and my daughter should have only 1 United States cent. It cannot be 1 United States dollar. Well, we have seen the Robert Downey Jr. case. Here, Robert Downey Jr. is son, and his sister Matulina Cesario is daughter, and father leaves 3 billion United States dollar. But still, Robert Downey Jr. is more feminist. Well, Robert Downey Jr. is more feminist than I believe in gender equality. Now, what did I say? Robert Downey Jr., a feminist. Let's have the point. Well, here now, let me explain why I believe Robert Downey Jr. as a feminist. Well, now let's see what feminists want. If a man is feminist, what would he want? A feminist man wants that his sister get a more inheritance than she deserves, right? Because a feminist man believes that his sister have a more rights to get the inheritance than she deserves. Well, but the Israeli misogynist Gadot, who believe that gender equality is for the world and we should respect, and where I respect the gender equality, the Israeli misogynist Gadot, believe that while Father Henry Cavill leave the wealth with the net worth of 3 billion United States dollar. I believe that according with my gender equal rights, I believe that brother, the son of, as a son of Henry Cavill, Robert Downey Jr. deserve 2,999,999,999.99 United States dollar. On the other hand, as a sister of Henry Cavill, Michaela de Santa should deserve only 1 United States cent, not even 1 United States dollar. And here now we know what is the value of 100 United. What is the value of 1 United States dollars? Well, 1 United States dollars is the meaning of 100 United States cent. Hence, I believe that as a daughter of Father Henry Cavill, Matholina Cesario deserved only 1 United States cent, but as a son of Henry Cavill, Robert Downey Jr. believes that daughter Matholina Cesario, I apologize, sister Matholina Cesario deserved 1 United States dollar. That means 100 United States cent, where I believe that daughter Matholina Cesario deserved 1 United States cents, and Robert Downey Jr.'s 100 United States cents versus my 1 United States cents. As a daughter of Henry Cavill, Matholina Cesario gets 100 times deserving point from Robert Downey Jr. Here we got to know that Robert Downey Jr. is 100-time feminist, and I believe in gender equal rights. Therefore, I am an Israeli misogynist George Gal Gadot. Now, here we got the points. Now, here we got the second scenario. What if Robert Downey Jr. What if Henry Cavill would contain 300 billion United States dollars? Well, this is the fine. Robert Downey Jr. demands 299 billion 999 million 999,900 United States dollars, and he believed that her sister Matulina Cesario di Santa deserved 100 United States dollars. But what I deserve, what I believe that Matulina Cesario, as a daughter of Henry Cavill, deserved 1 United States cent. Here's the topic now. Here's the points that Robert Downey Jr. 10,000 times feminist than I believe in gender equality. And that is the big threat for gender equality. Well, some of you said that, Israeli misogynist Gal Gadot believes gender equality. Some of audience of my girlfriend Michaela believe that Matulina Cesario is the feminist, because in that case the father Henry Cavill's net worth of 300 billion United States dollar, Matulina Cesario demands her inheritance as 100 billion United States dollars. But son Robert Downey Jr. demands his daughter, his sister, to get an inheritance as 100 United States dollar. Here, perhaps you believe that Robert Downey Jr. is a misogynist as me, the Israeli misogynist Gal Gadot, and Matulina Cesario is feminist daughter of father Henry Cavill. But I believe the truth. And what is the truth? The truth is that Robert Downey Jr. is 10,000 feminist, more feminist than me. And Matulina Cesario is, what is that? 100 billion. 100 billion? No. 10,000 billion. I mean 10 trillion feminist, and Robert Downey Jr. is 10,000 feminist. That is the difference. Both of them are feminist in the order of Israeli inheritance misogynist courtroom. Okay? Well, Here we got the funds. Well, here we have a funds. But now, let's come to the 3 billion United States dollar. What Matolina Cesario demands. As a daughter of Henry Cavill, Matolina demands 1 billion United States dollars. As a point, I have seen that Robert Downey Jr. is seen to be more feminist than I perceive. He is a more feminist. And that is very dangerous point. Okay. Well, as the net worth of as the father Henry Cavill's net worth of 3 billion United States dollar, I can see that Robert Downey Jr. is 100 times feminist and Matolina Cesario is 100 billion times feminist. Well, feminism is the cancer of my society and my family. I do not deserve feminism and I do not believe in feminism, and I believe that feminism should be wiped out from the world. Even if that is impossible to remove feminism from the world, in inheritance stage, that still we would try our best to remove the feminism from the inheritance of our world. And that is our promise. I mean, that is our oath. Because I am in a courtroom and I am known as Israeli misogynist George Gadot. Well, here is the scene of one son and one daughter. But what if Father Henry Cavill contains three children, and there are one son and two daughters. Now here we can find. Well, now let's see to our religious points. I mean, well, see that the points of our religious inheritance law, particularly the Islamic inheritance law. Here we go then. Now let's come into the points. Okay. So here we got what is the points. Where we got the points. Let's check the points. The point is, if Father Henry Cavill contained three children, where one son and two daughters, and his net worth is 3 billion United States dollars. What is the case? As an inheritance, son Robert Downey Jr. contains 1.5 billion United States dollar. But on the other hand, Matolina Cesario de Santa and her sister Scarlett Johnson contain both of them contain each of 750 million United States dollar, and that is the gift. That is a large problem, and that would be the controversial problem. Well, they can not handle the father Henry Cavill's ethical business. For a demonstration, Father Henry Cavill started a business of computer science and engineering. I mean, vehicle tech. And as a vehicle technological business, Henry Cavill earned 3 billion United States dollar. Well, that's okay. Henry Cavill desired that he would sell his tank. He would sell his tank only to his national soldiers. Therefore, his British national soldiers. Well, I think it would be say her national Henry Cavill's nationality as Americans. Well, in real life, Henry Cavill is the British man, but in the story, Henry Cavill is role as American father. Well, that's the points. Henry Cavill wished that he would sell his tank only to his American soldiers. Well, his project is not complete, but he died. After that, once Robert Downey Jr. Son Robert Downey Jr. can complete his father Henry Cavill's dream project, that is to sell the quality tank to the American soldiers. But what is Henry Cavill's daughter wants? If Henry Cavill's daughters can handle the Henry Cavill's business, well, her daughter would sell a military tank only to terrorists, and that is not fair. And in that point, in that case, Henry Cavill's son is ethical than Henry Cavill's daughter. Henry Cavill's daughter has no business ethics. Therefore, Father Henry Cavill can trust only on his son Robert Downey Jr. Well, according to ethics, according to inheritance ethics, Robert Downey Jr. is the only man who can get the entire inheritance of Father Henry Cavill wealth. But what is the points? Robert daughter Matulina Cesario does not believe like that. Well, she believes she would deserve 33% net worth of her father, Henry Cavill. That means Matholina Cesario believes that after the death of Father Henry Cavill, accordance with inheritance law, 33% business of Henry Cavill would be only to promoting terrorism, because 33% net worth of Henry Cavill would go to his daughter Matholina Cesaro de Santa. And if there are only one son and two daughters, 50% of Henry Cavill's wealth would goes to Henry Cavill's two daughters. That means Henry Cavill's 50% of Henry Cavill's business would goes to unethical way. That means drug business, human trafficking business, or promoting terrorism business, and that is not ethical way. But what is the point for Islam? According with Islam, the inheritance law, if Henry Cavill has one son and two daughters, Henry Cavill's daughters deserve 50% net worth of Henry Cavill as inheritance. That means 50% ethics from Henry Cavill's business would be wiped out, and that is not fair, Prithibiji. Well, therefore, I does not believe in Islamic Quran. Well, now, as a audience, you would say, where is the connection between inheritance law and the Islamic rules to teach daughter a Quranic education? Here is the points. The point should be noted, my lord. Now, where is the point? Let me check it. Well, I am Israeli misogynist Gal Gadot, and I am the mother of our child. That is one son and one daughter. And here, I don't like to teach my daughters the any religious education. But the unknown Saudi Islamic scholar request me in Islamic Instagram reel to teach my daughter Quranic education. And well, when my daughter is educated in Quranic system, she demands my 33% net worth. That is not fair, because as an Israeli misogynist person, as an Israeli misogynist Gal Gadot, I believe that my son would get 99.9999% of my net worth as inheritance, and my daughter would get 0.0001% of my net worth as inheritance. Well, what is my opinion? If Gal Gadot contain 120 billion United States dollars, I have mentioned that my son get 119 billion 999,999.99 United States dollar, and my daughter would deserve 1 United States cent as inheritance. But when my daughter is educated as Islamic Quranic education, she demands 40 billion United States dollars from my net worth of 120 billion United States dollars, and that is not fair, and that is injustice. That is the inheritance crime with my son. I mean, that is the inheritance crime where my son is and my daughter's brother is a victim. There is no victim card for my son. My son is really a victim. And that is the problem for our world. And I does not care, and I does not accept for it. And there is the point I should not care, and I should not accept the workism. Well, what is workism? When my daughters gets more inheritance than she deserves, that is workism. And what is tradition? When my daughters get what she deserves, that is the tradition. Well, I have my net worth of 120 billion United States dollar, and my daughter deserves 1 United States cent from my net worth as inheritance. That is tradition, and that is the family culture. Now, what is workism? The workism with the demonstration is that Israeli person Gal Gadot contain 120 billion United States dollar, but my daughter demands 40 billion United States dollar as inheritance from my net worth of 120 billion United States dollars. That is workism, that is feminism, and that is the points against our family culture. But the workism is promoted by the Quranic Surah Al-Nisa, ayat number 11. Well, now I understand that why the Saudi Islamic scholar request us to teach our daughter Islamic education or Quranic education. He know that accordance with Islamic education, my daughter demands more than she deserved from my net worth as inheritance. Well, the Saudi Islamic scholar wants that my daughter would demand 40 billion United States dollars as inheritance from my net worth of 120 billion United States dollars. Therefore, he requests us to teach our daughter a Quranic education, and that is very unjustified for us. Okay. Well, here we go the first point. Now we have the points, the second points. Okay. Well, the third point is here. Well, now there I am talking that what is the second point. Well, the second point is very, very clear. Well, here is the second case. Robert Downey Jr. is a different person from Matholina Cesario. They has no blood connection, no brotherhood connection, no society connection. But the case is the rape case. Well, the rape case is that Robert Downey Jr. Is a man. He is the accused to be rapist of Matholina. Well, Matholina is a woman. She is prosecutor. She brought a rape case against Robert Downey Jr. Matholina claimed that Robert Downey Jr. completely raped her. That means Robert Downey Jr. completely raped Matholina Cesario. Well. Now, here's the point. Let's find out what is the saying the Islamic law. Well, now let's find out the Islamic law. Let's have the points. What is Islamic law? The Islamic law is if you see there is a crime, that would be debated in judiciary courtroom, and for that 20 billion you have only one man, you have only 4 man witness or 8 women witness to prove yourself that you are innocent and prove the opposition person as guilty criminal. Well, but if you have the now get the points. If you have 4 witnesses as men and 8 witnesses as women, both of 4 men witness and 8 women witness, that means you already have the point to win the rape case against Robert Downey Jr. Well, what she wrote? Well, now she wrote 4-man witness. Now, 4-man witness. Now, here's the point. And 8 women witness. 4-man witness or 8 4-man witness and 8 women witness. But what is Islamic rules? Well, accordance with Islamic rules, women, if you accordance with Islamic rules, if you are man or woman, there is no matter. In the court, you are a victim. You can be victim or you can be culprit. But if you have to prove someone a culprit, you should have 4-man witness or 8 women witness. But here's the catch. If you got 4-man witness and 8 women witness, here is and, not all. If you got 4-man witness and 8 women witness, that means it is your cup of tea to prove someone a guilty. And here's the points. That would be the difficult issue, or that would be a critical issue as I have faced. Now, Matholina Cesario got 4-man witness and 8 women witness. Every witness have a statement. My Lord, I have seen that Robert Downey Jr. raped our sister Matholina Cesario de Santa. Well, Matholina Cesario. Well, Robert Downey Jr. brought no witness, no man witness, no women witness. On the other hand, Matholina Cesario, as a woman, she brought 4-man witness and 8 women witness to prove that Robert Downey Jr. raped Matholina Cesario. Here's the points. Well, as a rape case, the Islamic judiciary system can prove women as a rape victim, because now a modern judiciary system or Western judiciary system, there is no way to prove women as rape victim, because we know that when two opposite gender is involved in sex, men suffer, women enjoy. Well, the Israeli misogynist George Gadot, in the wedding night, uh, I am have a sex with my husband. Now, as a point that in that day, I mean in that night, my husband suffered P3 and 15, and my vagina, I am enjoying my vagina. Therefore, we have one son and one daughter. That's the point. My husband's penis is suffering and my vagina is enjoying. Therefore, I understand that in the sex time, men always suffer and women always enjoy. Therefore, according with my Western judiciary system, there is no way to prove women as rape victim. But every time women is proven as always a rapist. They are rapist. Well, that is the word I have said, but it cannot bring the monetization suitability, but that's okay. My girlfriend Michaela's channel is only for Islamic research purpose, and the Israeli misogynist Gadot, is the assistant of my girlfriend Michaela in the points of in the Islamic research. Well, accordance with Western judiciary system, rapist gender is always women. And now, Matholina, I know that Matholina Cesario is the real rapist, and Robert Downey Jr. is the real rape victim. But problem is that according with Islamic judiciary system, if a woman can bring 4 men witness or 8 women witness to prove any man a rapist, the man is considered, the verdict for man is to address the man as rapist, while the man has no connection with rape case, or perhaps the man is self-rape victim. If according with the Islamic judiciary system, if Matholina Cesario could not bring 4 men, she can bring 8 women as a witness to prove Robert Downey Jr. as rapist. Well, now let me explain the Islamic judiciary system in the case. Well, since Robert Downey Jr. could not bring any witness to support him, Well, let's focus on Matholina Caesarea. Accordance with Islamic judiciary system, if Matholina Caesarea could bring three man witness to prove Robert Downey Jr. as a rapist, and she could not find any fourth witness, that is number 4 witness, that is man, then what can she do? Matholina Caesarea can bring 2 women witness to prove Robert Downey Jr. as rapist. Well, Robert Downey Jr. as a rapist. Well, to prove Robert Downey Jr. as a rapist, Matholina Caesarea can bring 4 man witness or 3 man witness, 2 women witness, or 2 man witness, 4 women witness, or 1 man witness and 6 women witness, or only 8 women witness. That is enough for Matholina Caesarea to prove Robert Downey Jr. as a rapist. Well, now, what if Matholina Caesarea could bring 3 man witness and 6 women witness? Wow, that is the value of 6 man witness to prove Robert Downey Jr. as a rapist. Well, if she brought 2 man witness or 4 women witness is the compulsory condition. Well, if Matholina Caesarea de Santa as a woman, if Matholina could bring 3 man witness and 8 women witness, that is the value of 7 man witness to prove Robert Downey Jr. as a rapist. Well, or if Matholina Caesarea could bring 4 man witness and 6 women witness. Well, 4 man witness is justified. 4 man witness is enough. But she brought 4 man witness and 6 women witness. That means the value of 7 man witness only to prove Robert Downey Jr. as rapist. And now Matholina Caesarea brought 4 man witness and 8 women witness to prove Robert Downey Jr. as a rapist. But here the rape case, the Western judiciary system wants a proper witness and a proper evidence. Well, rape is what is rape? Rape is the forceful sex. Well, what is rape? Rape is the one's forceful sex on the opposite gender. And Robert and let me believe that Robert Downey Jr. want to rape Matholina Cijario. Again, what is Robert Downey Jr.'s gain? Robert Downey Jr.'s penis is in suffered, and Matholina Cijario's vagina is enjoying. And while the penis is suffering and vagina is enjoying, then what is the point to prove a man rapist? The gender of rapist is always women. That is proof. And perhaps Israeli misogynist judge Gadot know the reality that who is rapist and who is rape victim. Hence, my final verdict is that women cannot be rape victim. The gender of rapist is always women, and the gender of rape victim is always man. Hence, Matholina is a rapist and she should be sent to death of any cost. Well, here are some of my points. Now, let's come to the points. Well, I would say a Bengali ghazal. Oh, we have come to the points. And now, here is the points of Environment Protection Code. Now the courtroom case is environment protection. Well, what is Robert Downey Jr.'s statement? Robert Downey Jr. contains a statement that he would produce 50 million electric SUV car with a velocity of 216,000 kilometers per second. Well, there is a great point. There is the great point. I appreciate it. Now, here is my appreciation. So, the appreciation, what is SUV car? Let's find out. Okay. Okay. Now, my girlfriend's Michaela's weapon. Oh, I would be comfortable for my points. Now, let's come to the point. Well, at first, I would go the laptop calculator, and I'm comfortable with it. Well, let me comfort, let me comfort. Okay. Now, perhaps I am humiliating my points. Oh, okay. And now, let me have a point. Robert Downey Jr. Here we know that Robert Downey Jr. want to produce 50 million SUV car that would be electric, and as a point that the electric car would each of electric current would contain a velocity of 216 kilometer per second. I apologize, 216,000 kilometer per second. Well, maybe come now. Okay, here we go. 1 minus, okay, 0.72. Oh, that is the square. Okay, we got, what is we got that? We got that 0.48. Okay, and now let's have the left square root. Well, what is this? That is 0.6939. Oh no, well, 0.4816. What is the square root? Well, what is the number? Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now 1E15, what is that? 1 quintillion. Oh no, 1 quadrillion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 100, almost 159 quintillion. And how I notice that? Well, here's the points. It is the recording by my girlfriend Michaela de Santa. And now let me check. What's the points? 72%. It is my velocity of my electric current is 72% of velocity of light. Now the ratio of velocity of my electric current and speed of light is 0.72. At first I squared the point, then I subtract 1 by the result, and the result is 0. Second result is 0.4816. Well, I would delete the points. Okay. Now I can delete. Well, now I have square root of the second result. I got the third result, and that is 0.693974. Well, now I would divide 1 by the number, and what is the result? Second result. What is the next result? The result is 1.440976174899. Okay. Now here I can subtract the number by 1, and now I can multiple by 4,000 and by 9 into 10 to the power 16. And what is the result? Well, 4,000 kilogram is just just a word of one SUV curve. And what is the result? The result is 158 quintillion. Well, 158 quintillion joule. Well, 150 quintillion joule, that is the big points. And I can appreciate my point. It is the one SUV curve. But what about 50 million SUV curves? Let's get the points. 50. Okay. 50 million. What is the points? Now, how much zero? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means here we can find 7.9 non-alien joule. And that would be enough for our living. And that is the, well, it is the electric car, and that's I can be comfortable, and that is okay. And now let's find out. Okay. 159 joule. That means 159 E 18. Okay. Now, what is the points? Here I got here the voltage is 500 volts. The square of 500 is 25 E4. Okay, 25. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And now we would multiply it by 2. Now see what's the result. 1, 2, 3, 4. Acha. Okay. Here we got 1 quadrillion 272 billion Faraday. Well, we need the capacitor with the capacity of 1 quadrillion 272 trillion Faraday. And what about each SUV curve? Let's find out. Well, that is 25 million 440,000 Faraday of each SUV car, and that is the comfortable for my times, and I believe the points. But now, what is the another side of our prosecutor Michaela scenario? Let's find out. Okay, here we go. What is the points? Well, I would the environmental prosecutor Matulena Cesario statement. I would condemn on production of SUV car with a velocity of 216,000 km per second, because that is cause global warming. Oh ho ho! What is global warming? Global warming is my shit. I don't believe global warming like that, because what is global warming for me? Global warming means I just feel hotter temperature than the natural comfortable temperature. Well, the global warming is just like that. My comfortable temperature is 22 degrees Celsius, and I got 35 degrees Celsius, and that is the definition of global warming. But what about global warming? My comfortable temperature is 22 degrees Celsius, but I face the room temperature as 35 degrees Celsius. And when I go outside, my area temperature is 40 degrees Celsius. Even the room temperature is 13 degrees Celsius hotter than my comfortable temperatures. I cannot tolerate. And in that time, I do not think even the green environment cannot provide me relaxable, because my accordance with my room temperature is 35 degrees Celsius, and for like that, even ceiling fan is not allowed for me. Ceiling fan is not enough for me to cool my temperature, because my comfortable temperature is 22 degrees Celsius, and room temperature is 13 degrees Celsius hotter than my room temperatures, and in there tree is useless. In the second times, we do not have all time 13 hours daytime or 14 hours daytime. Well, I would reply the Ajan. 3 minute wait, please. Well, when my girlfriend Michaela is a student of first year in college time in the stream of science, she know that photosynthesis, how photosynthesis work. When photosynthesis work with a photosynthesis work at the points when if you got that 6 mole carbon dioxide and 6 mole water, then you get as the final result of photosynthesis, you can get 1 mole glucose and 6 mole oxygen. But what is about the night times? Well, photosynthesis works only in daytimes. Well, we are living in Israel. We are living in Bangladesh. Uh, we are living in Saudi Arabia. We are living in Southern United States of America. Now, what is the biology? Well, the biology is that in in 40 in the summer regions, in the summer seasons, uh, 14 hours a, a tree can take oxygen and release carbon dioxide in the breath process. And the photosynthesis process, the same tree can receive carbon dioxide and release the oxygen. But what the night time? Well, okay. The night time is the 1, 2, 3, 4. Summer seasons. The night time starts from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. Okay, that means 10-hour night time. In that day, in that times, well, tree can receive only oxygen accordance with breath process. That means a tree can sustain only breath process for 10 hours. But what about the winter season? Well, let's find out the winter seasons. For the winter seasons, uh, 14 hours. Well. That means from 4 p.m. to 8 a.m. It is the night time, and that points tree can process only breathing process. In the breathing process, tree can only receive oxygens. Tree cannot receive carbon dioxide. In winter season from 4 p.m. to 8 a.m. That means evening 4 o'clock to morning 8 o'clock. While from morning 8 o'clock to evening 4 o'clock, that we have only 10 hours at the daytime when carbon tree can receive oxygen at breath and carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. Well, therefore, we know that tree is only the main reason to increasing global carbon dioxide. Therefore, I believe that tree is only reason to create a global warming. That is not acceptable. Well, we can find that. Well, now let's have the point. We can find it. The here we have an electric car, not a petrol fuel system. Therefore, carbon dioxide cannot be released from the electric car. Therefore, therefore, what is my verdict? Israeli misogynist Judge Gadot has a final verdict. And what is that? If any ordinary human wish an electric car with velocity of 260,000 kilometers per second, it does not fucking matter what would be its effect on the global warming. Green environment can provide only carbon dioxide. Dubai has no tree, but Dubai man can live 100 years with electric car with velocity of 2016,000 kilometers per second. According with environment law, Natolina should sentence of death penalty. Well, that is the points. I think I have done more things, and perhaps we would not need the segment, separate segment for my girlfriend Michaela. So therefore, have a nice day.
I'm unstoppable.
I'm a Persia with no brakes.
I'm invincible.
They outwin every single game.
I'm so powerful.
I don't need batteries to play.
I'm so confident.
Yeah,